Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat, and today, just before Giants Unleashed starts, we have the brand new tier. It's Enigma Tier. We did a live stream of it last night. Go and check that out, it's in the live section. And we've got ourselves up to number 46 here. I could go further, but what we're going to do now is we're going to get these rewards. We've got 3 of them, so let's go ahead and grab milestones 76, 77 and 78 and see what Enigma cards we get from them. So the first one, we have our big old wolf. You know what, that's probably going to be the screenshot. There we go. That is the wolf profile picture. It is the main event, Jimmy Uso, and we have 2 of him. We also have a brand new Enigma Maurice, and we have a train-up as well. And also, it's going to give us a whole load of experience, which is awesome. These 2 Jimmy Usos already have their 100 matches, and they're both on level 100 as well. So we're going to lock these down. We'll probably be proing that card actually. And we've already got a Jimmy Uso, so that's a Fortified 1 immediately, which is very, very cool. We have our brand new, very cool wolf avatar. Guys, if you want a Grand Cat avatar, make sure you email Cat Daddy and say, hey, we would like a big old ginger cat with a crown on his head. We want that orange cat energy, and if we can give him the royal red cape that he has, that I'm known for, then that would also be very, very cool. So, I did do the April Fools of it, but if we could get an actual one in the game, I think that would be very, very cool. Let's go to milestone 77. Oh! All rise for El Champion. It is a Damien Priest, and it's a really cool, really awesome new image that they've given us. We also got a brand new guitar, which is very cool, an Enigma guitar. There's a second Damien Priest, and we also have a train-up. That's also going to give us a whole bunch of experience. Oh, we leveled up. Very cool. So we'll get that in just a second. We're now up at level 40. So we're going to lock those down. Once again, the 2 Demon Priest have the 100 matches, and they're both at level 100. We also have the Enigma guitar, which we've already got one. So this is actually a pro. So that's very, very cool as well. And now the last milestone that we have currently, we have another Maurice, another train-up. We're getting all the Maurice. And it's another Jimmy Uso, can you believe it? Oh my goodness. That is crazy. We got so many Jimmy Usos. It seems that the W Supercard really wants us to get that main event yeet. So, okay, we've got those. Let's go into combinables, because we've got a lot to combine here. So Damien Priest is nice and easy. You might notice the variants are at 0 of 20. The variants don't actually need to be up on maximum in order to get a perfect pro. You can still pro the cards without that. Oh, this is quite cool. It says Money in the Bank down here for some reason. Yeah, it didn't always say Money in the Bank. Is this because this is a different variant? Money in the Bank Savant? To fill the Money in the Bank Savant meter, your Superstar card needs to win a game in Money in the Bank. Oh, okay. So that's interesting. So it's a different thing, because these ones, if we look at it, the ability is Savant, and your Superstar needs to trigger its ability in the ring. So the Money in the Bank Savant is actually a different one. That's cool. Let's go ahead and combine our El Champion's Damien Priest. There he is. That's also going to give us a whole load more experience. That's going to be very, very strong. And we've got 2 options here. We can either make a Fortified 3 Jimmy Uso, or we can make 2 Pro Jimmy Usos, one of which will be Fortified 1. Now, what helps us more? That is the question here. So in terms of up arrows, we have Triple H, we've got Rob Van Dam, then we've got Logan Paul, and after Logan Paul is Joaquin Wilde. And you can already see that a pro Austin Theory is actually already stronger than a Fortified 3 WrestleMania. So I think for the time being, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make two different Jimmy Usos. One's going to be Fortified 1, the other one won't be. And then once I get another up arrow that's up there, then we'll fortify the pro, and hopefully that should make a Fortified 3. Let me just check here. Tamatonga, what arrow are you? Tamatonga is up arrow. That's interesting. So, because I'm definitely going to get the pro Tamatonga. I think if we're getting the pro Tamatonga, then our up arrows would then be Triple H, Rob Van Dam, Jimmy Uso, and Tamatonga. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think a Fortified 3 is what's going to happen here. So let's combine. They are all the same. There we go, that's going to be a huge amount of experience as well. Going to lock that one down. And we are now just going to go ahead and make a Fortified 3. So we'll do the one that has 0 first. And now, in fact, let's take a quick look at Performance Center. Okay, Thea Hale is still getting some work done, so let's fortify. So there's a Fortified 2 Jimmy Uso, and now one more. So this is our first Fortified 3 Enigma card. And let's level him up. First of all, let's see if we can find a better image for him, because that Jimmy Uso image is not the best. That one looks mildly better. He is certainly no main event Jey Uso. He is the mid-event Jimmy Uso. That one looks mildly better. I think Jimmy Uso just needs a better storyline. Because what did he do? He stayed part of the bloodline. He lost to Jey Uso at WrestleMania. He got kicked out by Solo Sikoa, and he hasn't done anything since. And off the top of my head, I can't think of anything that Jimmy Uso has reasonably done that has really stood out. So I think he does need a bit of a better push than what he currently has. That one looks not so bad. See, with the chain and the black turtleneck, all it reminds me of is The Rock. Okay, I think we're going to go with this one. Now let's train him up. So that would be plus 4 levels, that's plus 8 levels. Definitely want to lock that down, we don't want that going anywhere. Before we do, actually, let's continue going on back to combinables, because we have some other things combined here. Like our Maurice and our guitars. So let's go ahead and combine. Yes, we want to do it with the two that are level 100, obviously. going to give us a whole load more experience, and we are going to fortify that as well. And we're going to try and level Maurice up as well. We're also going to pro these guitars. They're both level 100. And is there anything else we need to do? I don't think so. Let's take a quick look at recents. We've got these EOS guys that all need to be pro'd as well. Okay. Right, next up, let's go to supports. And now that we've got this version of Maurice, we don't need this one, because this one is significantly stronger, even at level 0. We also have the new guitar. So, yep, this one is already taken off. We also have a new road case. So we can get rid of this one, because we will level this one up as well. Okay, we're in a pretty good position. So let's go ahead and train up our Jimmy Uso. Now, what do we need here? Let's go for this. So that will give him a little bit of Fortified here into Fortified 1. He's going to need just a little bit more there. Now, we don't want to go overboard with it. Let's try this. Okay, we're still on Fortified 1, so that's going to need just a little bit more. Let's go for that one. Okay, it's going to put us halfway through Fortified 2 with a road case. Just at the end, so we just need to get one more level up. Let's try these two. We're in Fortified 2, but we just need a tiny bit more. Let's try a Tundra Bobby Heenan. Tiny bit more than that. Manager Sonya Deville. And there we go, we have our Fortified 3 Jimmy Uso. Let's screenshot that just in case I want to use that as the thumbnail. And we will see how strong that becomes later on. We also need to train up our Damien Priest, Valhalla, and Dia Hale as well. Not to mention our Maurice, our guitar, and our road case all need to be leveled up as well. Well, Thea Hale is actually very close to being leveled, so let's go ahead and there we go, plus 60 levels. That's probably going to be enough. Now it says 1 day and 3 hours? What on earth? I'm going to have to go back and look at that, but I thought it was significantly less than that before. I thought it was like 2 hours or something. Maybe I'm the one that's going insane. Okay, now it's complete. Let's use this to train up our Damien Priest. So we don't really need this. Now they've got the better one. Still has a little bit to go. And that one's complete. This is a method to train up cards in a way so that it doesn't take as many cards to level them up. We don't need this road case. And complete from a single road case. Next, Maurice. Yeah, the Maurice, this does help a lot when it comes to doing campaign mode. Still has a little way to go. Still has 12 hours left. Oh, it's because of Fortified 1. Ah, right. Still has a bit more to go. Complete. There we go, that's what we wanted to see. Next up is going to be the Pro Guitar, because the guitar is also one that is very, very essential for doing campaign mode. So there's plus 80 levels. There's 19 hours left. Brings up to level 92. 42 minutes left, so just something small would help. I'm thinking maybe a small single crucible rather than a pro, like that. And there we go, completed. And claim. And road case we'll leave in there. We don't need to level that up immediately because it's not quite as important or quite as good. But let's take a quick look at our recent cards. So there is our Fortified 3 Jimmy Uso, who is looking quite stacked, quite massive, considering he doesn't have his 100 matches on, and doesn't have his variant, obviously. Then, of course, we have the champion, Damien Priest. Then we have our Pro Austin Theory, that was our first Enigma Pro. We've got a Chad Gable, Big Otis, Andrade, Valhalla, Thea Hale, almost said Valkyrie, that's Lyra Valkyrie, that's a different person. So Maurice gives plus 484 charisma to the deck. The guitar gives plus 680 to toughness, which is huge. And that is where we are at the moment. So let's take a quick look and see, in general, whereabouts these cards sit. So our Jimmy Uso with 0 matches and 0 variant is actually stronger than our Fortified 2 Randy Orton, and that's him with equipment on, but it's just a little bit weaker than our Pro Fusion WrestleMania 40 Tommaso Ciampa. But I think once he gets his matches, he's going to be up there alongside his brother Jey Uso, and we will see how that goes. Damien Priest and Austin Theory are just behind, still both stronger than big old Stone Cold Steve Austin. However, if we give Stone Cold his Stone Cold hat, then yep, I think that does make the difference, because Stone Cold is actually stronger than the Fusion Tommaso Ciampa while he's wearing his Stone Cold trucker hat that he has. Let's see here, where are the others? Okay, so interestingly, the single Chad Gable is stronger than the Tiffany Stratton, but that's because Tiffany Stratton doesn't have her 100 matches on yet. I'm going to have to do that, and then pro the Tiffany Stratton, of course, as well. There you can see that Thea Hale and such. I think I was hoping to get a pro Seth Rollins, and it just didn't happen, so I think we can just unlock that. We do also have a pro Roxanne Perez that I need to get around to proing as well. There's a whole lot of cards that really need to get proed here, so that we can actually see what they look like and see what ones we are keeping and what ones we need to get rid of. But there we go, folks. That is the start of Enigma Tier. Of course, Giants Unleashed is going to be our first event, where you're going to be able to get a Tamatonga, and very interestingly, it looks like the Pro Tamatonga actually comes from the rewards, because you can see here once you get to milestone 82 that you get a Tamatonga, and you also get a heroic upgrade on Tamatonga as well. So that's worrying. that this might be a new thing going forward, where you get one card from Giants Unleashed and the second card comes from campaign mode. And then, of course, if you get all the way up to milestone 84, then you're going to get a special edition Enigma Undertaker, which would be very, very cool to get hold of. I'm not sure if I'm going to go for it, if I'm honest. I don't think so, because matches are already becoming quite difficult. You can see that up to EO Sky, I was completely fine, and then after EO Sky, we started getting problems, and there's still a long way to go before Triple H, which is the end boss of Challenger tier. So we will see how far I go with it. But the next rewards is going to be another Pro Enigma card of some sort, and 2 copies of a Sport, and then 2 train-ups, which helps. And then at milestone 80, it's going to be a guaranteed Fortified 1 of an Enigma card, and then the rest as well. And then at 81, it's going to be another Fortified 1, 2 copies of another Enigma card. It's going to give you an additional WrestleMania 40 equipment, and then 2 train-ups. And then at 82, it's where you're going to get your Pro Tama Tonga. So, it's all very interesting. It's brand new season. There's a whole bunch of brand new ideas that are going forward, and we're just going to have to see how it goes. I've got a lot of cards that need training up, so I'm going to be working away on that. And the next video that you guys are going to see is when Giants Unleashed gets finished. We are going to complete Giants Unleashed, and once I get this Tama Tonga and the Akira Torizawa, we're going to see what the cards are on the heroic side. On the heroic side, there will be a WrestleMania 40 card, there will be another Enigma card, and then of course there will be the heroic upgrade for Tama Tonga. I'm going to see what the heroic side looks like once we get the heroic image on Tama Tonga as well. Of course, the Tama Tonga is his first card in WWE Supercard, so very, very cool. We're going to be looking forward to that. But that's going to be it for this little video, folks. I really hope that you all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. Actually, before we go, I just remembered... Oh, my phone battery is dying. Give me just a second. I'm going to plug it in. Oh, that was lucky. Before we go, let's see which one of these it is that we're going to get from here. So let's go ahead and claim that. Whenever it wants. There we go. And it is a Jey Uso ambush. That's going to get locked down as well. So it's going to give us a little bit more experience. You have to wait for it to lock down. There we go. And there we go, folks. That is it now. Done. So, if you enjoyed this video, again, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.